Jesus was born of
Miraculous birth. Yes.
Yeah. Then why wouldn't you say that he's the Son of God?
Well, again, so was Adam, right? Adam was miraculous born. So again,
Jesus is known as the second Adam.
okay, yeah. So in the sense that Adam was a creation of God, God created him, God created Jesus. And in a miraculous way, Adam was created. In a miraculous way, Jesus was created.
Yeah.
I got no issue with that.
Okay.
But I don't worship Adam, and I don't worship Jesus.
Well, then,
I worship the one that Adam worshipped and Jesus worshipped.
do you now?
Yes.
So, okay, then tell me how you talked about how the Quran, in your opinion, is the perfect
Is the final message.
final word of God.
Yes.
But here I have it in English.
Yes.
I thought the Quran was only.
So the original is only in Arabic. I have it in Arabic. I can get you one in Arabic, no problem. I read it in Arabic.
Okay.
I'm not Arab, but I learned Arabic
Right.
to be able to understand it in Arabic.
Gotcha.
Unlike the Bible, which is, we don't have any manuscript in Aramaic, except what's been translated to Aramaic from Greek.
Yeah.
Unlike that, Quran we have, and I'll show you. So this is scans of a manuscript in Arabic from the first generation, meaning from the time of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him himself, to our time, 15 centuries, right? So I'm just going to open it at random. So you can see this is the manuscript that's in the British Library. This is called the Birmingham Quran.
Okay.
This is the Sana'a manuscript. So first, second, third, fourth, all the way to our time, we have the Quran perfectly preserved in the original language that it was revealed, and we memorize it, right? So right now, I don't even know, what's your name?
Larib.
Huh?
Larib.
Lareb. MashaAllah, like no doubt.
Yeah.
That's from the Quran, right? So ask him or that little kid Yusuf or my son Yusuf, and they can recite from memory portion of the Quran that they've memorized. Here in Atlanta or in San Diego, I'm from San Diego, right? You will find people that have 7, 10-year-old kids memorize the entire Quran in Arabic, right? But obviously you don't speak Arabic, I'm assuming, right? So we will get you the meanings of the Quran in English to benefit you. But if you want to come and look at the original in Arabic, I got you, bro.
Okay. Is the only way to worship Allah by reading the original Arabic?
No, you can worship Allah by praying in your own language.
It's more about the niyyah, right?
It's your intention. But why do we preserve the original? Because when you translate, you lose meaning, right? For example, the original manuscripts of the New Testament are written in Koine Greek, which is not the language Jesus spoke. Koine Greek is very different from Aramaic, right? So things that Jesus may have said that were terms of endearment will come out very different. For example, in Cali, we say, look at that mug, right? What does that mean?
It's like,
You know what I mean, right?
I think I know.
Right? Look at that mug is reference to somebody's face, right?
Yeah.
Like mean mugging, you're looking at somebody with a mean look. But you may think mug, right? So what happens is translations can change meanings. So we preserve the original Arabic, but you can pray to Allah in any language. Allah knows every language is from Allah. So you can worship Allah, you can say, Allah, you know, forgive me for my sins in English, in Pashto, in Farsi, in Japanese, whatever you like. But we do want to preserve the prayers and things in the language. If you don't know it, you can say it in English. But even as a non-Arab, for you to learn the wording exactly the way the Prophet said it in that language is important. In fact, the greatest scholars of Arabic are not Arabs, right? So Saybawayh, which is the greatest scholar of Arabic Nahu, was Persian. And so it's not about Arab and non-Arab. Like the Prophet said very clearly, there's no virtue of an Arab over a non-Arab or white over black. Whoever is more pious is closer to God, right? There is no preference there.
Hadith.
But exactly, it's hadith, right? But to keep the original so that we don't have the Catholic Bible and the Protestant Bible and the Book of Mormon and all of this is important, right? That's why Muslims only have one Quran.
Two of the world's most influential books, but only one claims perfect preservation. Let's journey through history, faith, and fact. The Quran boldly declares, indeed, it is we who send down the Quran, and indeed, we will be its guardian. A promise of divine protection, memorized and recited by millions, word for word, letter for letter. From the time of Prophet Muhammad, the Quran was written down and memorized. Today, it exists in a single unchanged version. In classical Arabic, the Bible, on the other hand, has a different story, written by various authors across centuries. In Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. There is no single original Bible manuscript. Over 5,800 Greek manuscripts exist. With variations, books have been added, removed, and edited depending on the denomination. Biblical scholars acknowledge. Bart Ehrman, New Testament scholar. We don't have the originals. We only have copies of copies, and these differ from one another. If a book is the word of God, shouldn't it remain untouched by human hands? The Quran stands alone and changed, unedited, unaltered, for over 1,400 years. Open the Quran, reflect, discover. Will they not then ponder on the Quran? The truth is not hidden. It's preserved, waiting to be read. This is the Quran, unchanged, unmatched, and unbroken. Will you not read it? This is a book about which there is no doubt, a guidance for those conscious of God. Discover the unchanged word of God. Discover the Quran.